Let's look at knowledge in the book of Psalms. Let's go to Psalms 14, and we want 3 through 5. They are all gone aside. They are altogether become filthy. There is none that knoweth good, no, not one. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and call not upon the Lord? There were they in great fear, for God is in the generation of the righteous. Let's go to 19, 1 through 3. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day utter speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor knowledge where their voice is not heard. Let's go to 53, 2 through 4. God looketh down from heaven upon the children of men, to see if there was any that did understand, and did seek God. Every one of them is gone back. They were altogether become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. Have the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread? They have not called upon God. Let's go to 73, 9 through 12. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongues walketh through the earth. Therefore this people return hither, and waters of a full cup are rained out of them. And they say, how doeth God know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly, who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Let's go to 94, 8 through 11. Understand, ye British among the people, and ye fools, when will ye be wise? He that planteth the ear, shall he not hear? He that formed the eye, shall not see? He that chastised the heathen, shall not be corrected? He that teacheth man knowledge, shall not he know? The Lord knoweth the thoughts of man, that they are vanity. Let's go to 119, 65 through 68. Thou hast dealt with thy servant, O Lord, according to thy word. Teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I have believed thy commandments. Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now have I kept thy word. Thou art good, and doest good. Teach me thy statutes. Let's go to 139, 5 through 10. Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thy hands upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high, I cannot attend to it. Whither shall I go from the Spirit, or whither shall I flee from the presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wing of the morning, and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lay me, and thy right hand shall hold me. Let's go to 144, 3 through 5. Lord, what is man, that thou art knowledge of him, or the Son of man, that thou makest account of him? Man is like to vanity. His days are a shadow that passeth away. Bow thy heavens, O Lord, and come down. Touch the mountains, and they shall smoke. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. Let's start with chapter 1, and 1 through 7. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to preserve the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young men knowledge and discernment. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attend unto wise counsel, to understand the proverbs and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Let's go on down to 20 through 23. Wisdom crieth out, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief places of concourse, in the opening of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you. Let's go on down to 27 through 30. When your fear cometh as destruction, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, and I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose to hear of the Lord. They should none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Let's go to chapter 2. My son, if thou wilt receive my word, and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear to wisdom, and apply thy heart to understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge, and lifteth up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver, and searchest her as for hidden treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord, and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of the mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walketh uprightly. He keepeth the path of the judgment, and proceedeth the way of his saints. Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and iniquity. Yea, every good path, when wisdom endureth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul. Discernment shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, and from the man that speaketh towards things, who liveth in the path of rightness, to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil, and delight in the forwardness of the wicked, whose ways are crooked, and they forward in their paths, to deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the strange which flattereth with her words, which forsakes the God of her youth, and forgetteth the covenant of her God. For her house inclineth to death, and her path into the dead. None that go into her return again, neither take they hold of the path of life. Though they mayest walk in the way of good men, and keep the path of the righteous, for the righteous shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. Let's go to chapter 3, 19 through 22. The Lord, my wisdom, hath found the earth. By understanding hath he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down with the dew. My son, let not them depart from thine eyes. Keep sound wisdom and instruction. So shall they be life unto thy soul, and grace unto thy neck. Let's go to chapter 5, 1 through 4. My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear unto my understanding, that thou mayest regard destruction, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Let's go to chapter 8, and we want 8 through 14. All the words of my mouth are righteousness. There is nothing forward or preserved in them. They are all planned to him that understandeth the right to them that find knowledge. Receive my instruction, and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For freedom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. Wisdom dwelleth in previdence, and find out knowledge of witty invitations. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, and accuracy, and the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate. Counsel is in mine, and sound wisdom I am understanding. I have strength. Let's go to chapter 9 and we want verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Let's go to 10:14. Wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. Let's go to chapter 11, 8 through 10. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh into his stead. An hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. When it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth, and when the wicked perish, there is shouting. Let's go to chapter 12 and verse 1. Whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is British. Let's go on down to 23. A prudent man is counted knowledge, but the heart of the foolish proclaimeth foolishness. Go to 13:16. Every prudent man dealeth with knowledge, but a fool lieth open his folly. Let's go to chapter 14. We want 6 through 8. A scorner seeketh wisdom, and findeth it not, but knowledge is easy unto him that understanding. Go from the presence of the foolish man, when thou preservest not in him the lips of knowledge. The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way, but the folly of fools is deceit. Let's go to 15. We want 1 and 2. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. The tongue of the wise useth knowledge upright, but the mouth of fool poureth out foolishness. Let's go on down to 7. The lips of the wise despise knowledge, but the heart of the foolish doeth not so. Go on to 14. The heart of him that hath understanding seeketh knowledge, but the mouth of fools feedeth on foolishness. Let's go to chapter 17, 27. He that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. Let's go down to chapter 18, 14 and 15. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmities, but a wandered spirit who can bear? The heart of the prudent getteth knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge. At 19, we want 1 and 2. Better is the poor that walketh in his integrity than he that is preserved in his lips as a fool. Also, that the soul be without knowledge is not good, and he that hateth with his feet sinneth. Let's go on down 25 to 27. Smite a scorner, and the simple will beware, and reprove one that hath understanding, and he will understand knowledge. He that waiteth his father, and chastiseth away his mother, is a son that causeth shame, and bringeth reproach. Cease, my son, to hear the instruction of thy causes to err from the word of knowledge. Let's go to 20, and we want 15. There is gold, and a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. Let's go to 21, and we want 10 and 11. The soul of the wicked desireth evil, His neighbor findeth no favor in his eyes. When the scorner is punished, the simple is made wise, and when the wise is instructed, he receiveth knowledge. Let's go to 22 and 12. The eyes of the Lord preserveth knowledge, and he overthroweth the words of the transgressor. Let's go to 23, 1, 11 through 14. For their Redeemer is mighty. He shall plead their cause with thee. Apply thine heart unto instruction, and thy ears unto the words of knowledge. Withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. Thou shalt beat him with the rod, and shalt deliver his soul from hell. Let's go to 24 and 1, 3 through 6. Through wisdom is a house built, by the understanding is it established, and by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increase strength. For a wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in multitudes of counselors there is safety. Going down to 13 and 14. My son, eat thou honey, because it is good, and the honeycomb, which is sweet to thy taste. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul, when thou hast found it. Then there shall be reward, and thy expectations shall not be cut off. Let's go to 28 and 2. For the transgression of a land, many are the princes thereof, but by a man of understanding and knowledge the state thereof shall be prolonged. Let's go to chapter 31, 2 through 5. Surely I am more British than any man. I have not the understanding of a man. I neither learn wisdom, nor have the knowledge of the holy. Who hath ascended up into heaven, or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth, that his name, and what his son's name, if thou canst tell? Every word of God is pure. He is a shield unto them that putteth their trust in him. Let's go to Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, 16 through 18. I command with a mine own heart, saying, Lo, I am come to a great estate, and I have got more wisdom than all they that have been before me in Jerusalem. Yea, my heart had great experience of wisdom and knowledge. And I gave my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly, and perceived that it also is waxen of spirit. For in much wisdom is much grief, and that which increased knowledge increased sorrow. Let's go to chapter 2, 21. For there is a man whose labor is in wisdom, and in knowledge, and in equity. Yet to a man that hath not labored therein shall he leave it for his portion. This is also vanity and a great evil. Going down to 26. For God giveth to a man that is good in his sight wisdom and knowledge and joy, but to the sinner he giveth travail, to gather and to heap up, that he may give him that is good before God. This also is vanity and waxen in spirit. Let's go to chapter 7, 11 through 13. Wisdom is good with an inheritance, but by it there is profit to whom that see the sun. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Consider the works of God, for who can make that straight, which he had made crooked? Let's go to chapter 9, 9 10. Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of thy life, of thy vanity, which he hath given thee under the sun, all the days of thy vanity. For what is thy portion in this life, and in thy labor which thou takest under the sun? Whatsoever thou hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge nor wisdom in the grave, whither thou goest. Let's go to chapter 12, 9 and 10. And moreover, because the preacher was wise, he still taught the people knowledge. Yea, he gave good heed, and sought out and set in order many proverbs. The preacher sought to find out accountable words, and that which was written was upright, even words of truth. In the strongest concordance, it is 1847. Knowledge, cutting, knowing, aware, witting. 3045. To know a certain by seeing, observance, care, instruction, decisions. There we go. Punishment, knowledge, acquaintance, advice, answer, appoint, assurity, beware, can, certainly, comprehend, consider, could, they, cutting, declare, be diligent, can, cause to, discern, discover, entereth with familiar, friends, famous, feel, can have, instruct, kinfolk, kinsmen, cause to, let, make, known, come to give, have, take, make to be, make self, be learn, lie, by man, make, preserve, regard, skillful, show, can, man of skill, be sure of surety, teach, tell, understand, have, will be, risk, wait, not. 998. Understand, knowledge, meaning, perfectly, wisdom. 995. Attend, consider, be cunning, diligently, discern, feed, inform, instruct, have, intelligence, know, took, well to, mark, preserve, be prudent, regard, skill, teach, think, cause, make to get, give, have, view, and wise.